Fighters. And the question is, do you think Chicken Fighters, after seeing how Alliance wanted to play and was successful with in Game 1, have they responded to that well here with this Game 2 draft?
Well, they've responded with the fact that they can take some fights, right?
Yeah.
Like, they can buy some cheap items, they look to make smokes up for themselves and to take it. So I think I still prefer Alliance's draft,
Okay.
I'll be honest,
Yeah.
because on paper, it's identical to Game 1. They
It's
still
very,
have,
very similar.
They have the Blink Initiator, they have the Bursting position 4, they still have the same Grim TA lane and Slanking mid. So on paper, this draft plays the exact same way.
Yeah.
So that's cool. We know that now. Chicken Fighters, they should see the script that Alliance is going to try and follow. And with their heroes, if you get a quick, let's say like a Halberd on the Huskar to deal with the TA or a BKB to deal with the initiation, they should be okay. I'm more looking towards how Chicken Fighters approach the laning phase to unlock their heroes to be able to take the fight, because they weren't really able to take any fights in that previous game.
I mean, is it indeed, like sort of as Wagger pointed towards, it's just it is a more difficult game for the TA. It's not as free as Game 1 was.
Yeah, no, for sure, because like they mentioned as well, there's a lot more damage instances to be able to eat through refraction. I think Huskar naturally just buys items that do well against TA, be it the armlet for the armor, be it the halberd for some evasion and disarming the TA, critical into the late game. And then that acts as well on Huskar, if we want to accelerate to 30-40 minutes, does really well. So yeah, I think Chicken Fighters, they have the way to stop this triangle farming TA who's going to come out the jungle with some blink deso timing. There's going to be multiple ways for them to play into it. It's just how they play into it is the key thing. Do they just run straight in, or do they wait to react to that aggression? Because the aggression will be coming.
Let's see how well things start off in the lanes for them this time round. As Alliance did begin to get quite a lead rather early on.
Yeah, I think the saving grace here is though that it's a Huskar into DK, right? Like this Huskar should do pretty well farming. As long as they have some regen to survive through the early kind of bushwhack Dragon Tails, this lane should be somewhat okay.
Quite a lot of damage here. Both teams, and how they're doing the regen. They've got a salve ready to pass over to Nico, baby, if he needs it. Jibbe. I mean, last game we saw him playing around on low HP. He's going to try it again here. And not as successful. That's first blood. Bottom lane as well. Kaima.
Oh, so close. We're still looking for it.
Oh,
D-crap.
He has got the D-crap. I mean, if he didn't get D-crapped, Aramis may have kept diving for that one.
Oh, he wanted it.
He really did want to try and take down Koma there.
Dude,
even trying there, throwing the acorn shot across the trees.
Okay, but he has a salve up, so yeah, Huskar's back again. You just have to be careful against these lanes.
Yeah.
Where, like for Alliance, if the Chicken Fighters are close to the Alliance towers, their ability to just chase down and poke and prod is really high. Be it with TA with a Mel Strike and then clicking them down. Same thing for like the Hoodwink and the Acorn shot. Chicken Fighters, they have somewhat clunkier heroes in the lane, slightly slower. So positioning is key, but now we get to level 2. These lanes, top lane should be now pretty fine. I don't see how Mars should die now in theory, just because of that spear. TA doesn't have the highest amount of range, so one quick spear away, she's not going to be adding additional damage.
Yeah, we're sitting in the mid at the moment. Bit of a lead for Weeha. Oh, he's actually going to jump in aggressively. I mean, Supreme's still got a split earth, and it's not going to quite be able to catch Weeha with it. We also have the Fairy Fire ready just in case.
Again, it's just the efficiencies of Sand King mid now. It's maxing the Sandstorm, quickly farming up. This time Leshrac can't really steal the stacks, so potentially that Sand King Blink Dagger. Last game was 8 minutes with contest. This time it could easily be, maybe 7 if Weeha's able to find the farm, as he is right now, sitting at 24 CS.
Top lane, Nico, baby. Meld. Oh, he's not going to be able to save himself. Era jumps in. He's able to chase down the TA. And they'll take Nico, baby, out of the lane, as we are certainly seeing it. Laning stage, both teams' carries having a tough start.
I should have known.
They continue the chase down. No stun on DK though. Yeah, this is just some nice clicks.
Oh, or maybe
Dragon
a bit
Tail in
more.
one. They're gonna, they're diving it. He wants it.
Very, very nicely done on that bottom lane. I mean, yeah, both teams carries, but Coma more so, having the tough time. I mean, he's only got 7 CS down here, and they're getting these kills on him. It does seem like the sort of Pugna Huskar lane is struggling against the pairing.
No, yeah, for sure. Huskar, once he completes his item, if you look at his inventory, as Nico, oh, nice arrow tank. But no, if you go back to Huskar, his inventory doesn't really support aggression.
No.
2 gauntlets and a stick. He was trying to greed up.
He's going to hit up the jungle, Coma.
Yeah, like he's trying to greed up for the armlet, but I think maybe having some cheaper items in inventory, a bracer or some additional regen, might have been able to survive here. But just with that constant tankiness of the DK and the poke of Hoodwink, they've just been outed. A little bit surprising, but all right, already in the jungle. Huskar, very prominent jungler though. I think most people have seen it in this lane. Very efficient.
Both offlaners are going to be very farm this game in comparison to their carries.
I feel like you don't want to do this against a DK. This is some poke on Leshrac, but DK is the type of hero that's it's a slower farmer. Like he's very static in lane, but if you have the correct lane, you can like maybe push him out and pressure him. But now he's going to have that really quick blink dagger, probably picking up the shard by minute 15 as well. Like this is going to be even more explosive than game 1 potentially when you have a tanking Epi plus fireball DK jumping on top of you.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit concerning.
And Aramis already put the aggressive ward on the bottom side of the jungle.
This
Weehar's got him.
Oh! Oh!
It's the level 1 stun. And he got him. Oh.
Easy kill. The definition of it there for Weehar. Steps up into the triangle and takes out the carry.
And the Ancients. 2 for 1 deal.
Value there.
You don't get that often, but I just don't know where the Huskar's going to go now.
It's looking rough.
Yeah, not normally do you sacrifice the lane so early, but he did. Now he's facing the repercussions of it. He's TPing into bot lane, but little old Aramis already put some vision down here. This is... I wouldn't be surprised if... You already beat... Look at him. He knows what he's got to do.
What's he got?
He's just got a haster and he's going to... Oh, I was going to say, he's going to run to the Huskar. Like right now, this is your window just to annoy him as much as possible. Make him spend an extra 5-10 seconds hitting this camp. Force support to help your jungle Huskar at minute 6. Like this is a recipe for disaster at this rate.
There we go. Symmetricals hit the 6. Straight away, ready to push, put that pressure on. It's also going to have backup coming in, so they can look to maybe go for a kill if 5 up shows. And they're in the corner. Do they want to look for it? At the moment, they're settling with just doing the damage to the tower, and it is a lot, of course.
Oh, he's on the hunt. DK, yeah, should be a free tag. Air is rotating down with the catapult. Mars coming in with the arena as well.
All right, and they've got the catch. So quick burst, and with the arena set up, they will be able to punish Symmetrical. But indeed, Symmetrical did get a lot of damage done. Tower. Yeah.
We have 7-minute blink dagger now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This map does not feel good for chicken fighters.
I mean,
Sure, you just
where
killed the DK, but...
And Coma's getting a bit of space up top for now, but Alliance are starting to move in on him.
It's a level 4 Huskar.
It's going to be rough. How does Coma recover from a start like this? Alliance are just shutting down this Huskar completely and not letting him go anywhere, get any space. He shows his face. You know, Weehar's going to always look to TP over and to kill him, keep him held back.
Oh, the Epi.
Weehar, he's got it ready from the high ground. He's looking for an opportunity to get in, but it's like he wasn't quite able to close the gap there on that one. So this time round, not a lot that Weehar was able to do. He tries with the epicenter, but couldn't get in on it.
He just didn't respect the Never ward from the Pugna there. He channeled the Epi, getting procced, cancelled his Blink Dagger, so he was kind of awkwardly on the high ground without mana for the Burrow Strike.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's something going the way of chicken fighters, at least, even as small as that was. Oh god, it's the lowest level in the game.
That feels bad.
But do not fear, for Huskar can come back. If he gets, 4 or 5 minutes uncontested in the jungle, the vision now is going Chicken Fighters' way. They were able to take away these aggressive wards Alliance was utilizing to sweep throughout the map. They've now got a couple river wards. Like, yes, it does look pretty bad, but they can potentially recover. Surprisingly, Huskar is actually very good at jungling. This is where he dies to the ancient.
No, he should be fine. And
Yeah.
in bottom lane, this next push should result in getting the tower.
Did he get the knight? Oh! Yay!
Oh, he got it, Shipback. Was able to get that second hit in.
Oh, another win for Chicken Fighters. And now the net worth lead swings their way. You don't need a Huskar. You're all good. And we haven't really mentioned it yet, but this Leshrac doing pretty well. 76 CS, went for the hood because that early damage. Alliance, they lean on the fact that it's going to be the initiation of Sanking, follow-up magic damage. TA doesn't really become a threat until maybe, minute 15 of the game, once she's picked up like a Dragon Lance, a Deso, a Blink. So Leshrac itemizing for the moment, and Chicken Fighters, they need to try and get him into the front of the engagement so that they can at least survive through that jump of Alliance and maybe then look to turn it around. And at least buy time for this very under-leveled Huskar to get himself back in the game.
No, absolutely. Even though he needs to make the recovery coma, overall as a team, they're not in nearly as bad of a spot as they were at this sort of minute in game one. Chicken Fighters much closer overall. Here to start this game too.
It just feels like they can always take a fight if they want. Like if they're in position with, the Never ward down or a good arena, Leshrac TPing in, I can see Alliance, faltering at their own initiation.
So if they get the jump in mid.
There's a sentry down though. They are well aware that they're here.
Oh. It'll be Aramis that gets caught. Not the biggest. And in the mid, Supreme. Off the back of that little bit of a kill and the fact that Alliance have had to back off from this area, they'll make quick work of this tier 1 tower. So just a bit more of a push and this should be gone. Doesn't look like Alliance is going to try and step up for this. They're actually smoking up, looking for the Huskar.
Leave him alone.
They just want to keep going for Coma.
Leave the poor lad alone, but he's got an armlet now. Not that that's going to help.
And he's level 8. He's grown up a lot since they found him last time.
But he's still going to die rather quickly.
Let's see if they can get away as well. So they should be able to. Stamana's out. We are able to walk away. So indeed, just all out on the Huskar seems to be the game plan here from Alliance.
And it's working out because even though TA is not top net worth, she's still been farming up the triangle, doing pretty well for herself. Her lane still wasn't great. She lost her tower quite early on. She also is in recovery mode. It just doesn't look as bad because a TA gets to farm ancient stacks while Huskar has to farm, an awkward camp at a time.
On top, should be another one here for Alliance. They're in on top of Jibei.
The Huskar's coming to gank them now. The tables have turned.
Man, it's got Supreme by his side. It's Supreme with an invis. See if he's able to do anything. Burrow Strike is up, and we are still got Stamana by his side. We aren't even actually able to turn and get the catch of the stun on Supreme, so no chance of Supreme being able to run him down.
You're just trying to punish the fact that when a big spell is used, they're able to take that fight. Quick pickoffs as well. But again, it's just that Alliance is just playing the same game, like game one. They're maybe a little less inclined to be as quick around the map. They're just using just the Grim and Sanking this time. In the previous game, they had a Skyroth Mage a little bit more hungry to find kills for his farm. For Aramis on the Hoodwink, you don't need to have kills. You can naturally farm with Bushwhack and Acorn Shot. So we're seeing a lot fewer commitment towards the engagements, but still kind of the same game plan. Net worth also replicates that now. TA happily second after having 5 minutes uncontested in the triangle.
Yeah, he's shooting up on the numbers here, Nico baby. You can expect him to hit all the timings that he requires if the game maintains the sort of dynamic that it has here. Chicken Fighters. The question is if we're going to be able to see them get in and like over into that triangle. Like, how aggressive can they be? Because last game, it really was sort of Alliance just playing directly over into Chicken Fighters' half. Chicken Fighters never really able to make a move themselves.
Yeah, I think the nice change up for here is the fact that Symmetrical on the DK, he's not forcing his ultimate to hit towers. He's playing a much more patient game. Where once he picks up his shard, I expect him to crank up the aggression, to get into the fights and look for these pickoffs. But until then, he passively took bot tower. He's happily farming up whatever's given to him. He's not, making his team, and it's his team the ones actually making the moves and getting the kills. So yeah, I feel like just Alliance are playing a very safe and secure game because they're just respecting running into a Netherwall, running into an arena. This Leshrac as well. When Hood's active, it's probably a little bit uncomfortable to kill him. So, yeah, I think they're just playing a very disciplined game so far. They get a pick off, then they go for the tower. And Chicken Fighters, they've got nothing really to respond to this.
No, well, they are going to TP over.
Okay.
So, an Alliance, again, as you say, continuing with discipline. As soon as they start to see heroes show up, they're not going to force it too hard.
Especially with the Mars respawning there.
Yeah.
We've already mentioned how tanky this Leshrac is. If you look at his build, the Eternal Shroud, he's got a casual little Fairy Fire wand. He's happily tanky, even a Trinket as well to make sure he's got more spells being flowing.
And Xiebe very close to his Blink Dagger. It's about one more wave and he'll have that. See, another quick jump. We are Stamana. Easily killing any of these supports and even the cores when the Epi's up as Era walks over into the high ground. They're waiting. I'm ready to see if they could get more here, potentially. WEU.
They want the Huskar again. Koma should be well aware that they're going to be poking their heads in. He has no vision in his own triangle. The Mirana just died. So he takes the safe route back to the bottom side of the jungle. Deso now complete on Nico Baby. If you're Alliance, you're most likely looking to pivot towards Roshan soon. Either forcing out a fight around the pit, or just cleanly getting the Aegis if Chicken Fighters are a bit too afraid to take the engagement.
I mean, do you think they would be at this point? Like, if Alliance walk into the pit, would you imagine Chicken Fighters are going to be able to get there in time as 5 and tackle him?
I think
before Roche falls?
Like, if you're set up, I think they 100% they can take the fight. They have this Eternal Shroud Leshrac, you've got the Blink now on Mars. Like, they have their own ways to take the fight, but it's so if they waste the arena. Like, this feels like, again, like game 1. They did this smoke, they walked up into this area, then they got wiped. The same could happen again. WEU, if he's in position.
I'll start with a quick one. Stamanen. This is gone.
Alliance quick TPs to each other. Might be smoking up as their huddles as 4. Here's the smoke. Grim has buyback as well.
Stamanen also buying back, yeah.
They don't want to give away this Roshan.
I mean, do they want to keep hitting this, Chicken Fighters? That's the question.
I don't think so.
I mean, Koma's, yeah, he's now going to start to get out of the pit. WEU's going to be in with a jump there, straight over on top of the Leshrac. The Supreme, he's actually not going to die at all. He's been healed up as well. They threw a lot into trying to kill this Lesh, but they couldn't take him out with that initial combo. They will be able to take out Koma once again. The Chicken Fighter's still up with the 4 of them. Jump forward from Xiebe, but Nico Baby quickly turns with a big melt strike. Takes out the Mars. 5-Up's going to try for the TP out. Era will get caught by the Dragon Tail Stone. They'll both get burnt there by the Breathe Fire. Nico Baby picking up another. Supreme, he survives. He's able to walk it off, but everybody else around him dies. And now Alliance, they've got who they needed to be alive to go for the Roshan. Nico Baby's up and fit and ready to take down the Roshan.
Yeah, this is just a perfect example of just buyback value. Chicken Fighters, to make this smoke up, they want to get a big pick to go Roshan, but only killing the Grimstroke, it gives Alliance that confidence to still take the engagement. Sure, WEU kind of fluffed his initiation, jumping onto the tankiest hero that Chicken Fighters had, but yeah, overall Alliance coming out victors. And then,
oh,
nice tank.
Very nice tank there. In fact, is that going to save Supreme?
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah, it does indeed. Xiebe there with the moves, keeping Supreme alive. He would have died otherwise.
Honestly thought Alliance had a little bit more damage to be able to go Roshan.
Yeah, I thought they would have been able to finish it.
I guess not.
They've had to leave the pit.
Aramis hates that range creep. All right.
And Nico Baby's walking back over here, but Koma's going to step in and see what he can do whilst Roche has been left low. Out to the side, Supreme stepping up. I mean, that's Demanin going down. Supreme is ready to try and run down more. Weeha and Symmetrical both trapped in the arena. Supreme's cleaning up. And that's the space now for Chicken Fighters.
Wait, what?
They actually get back in and get the rush. How did Alliance not get it done, T? I thought...
I don't know. I
guess
was watching a replay, mate. I don't know.
I thought they had the time. We saw TA in the pit, but they didn't get it finished.
Maybe there was like a little arrow situation or something, but all right, fair enough. Okay. All right. You see what's happened here. They've left little old Nika Baby alone in the pit.
They left him completely
alone. And they all
alone.
just chased the Leshrac. Bit unfortunate. Yeah, in these situations, this is the type of game where Roshan's critical. You see how Chicken Fighter's positioning. They're taking non-stop fights in the hope to finally get advantage for it.
Yeah, I mean,
in that lapse of judgment where Alliance leave Nika Baby alone.
Well, I guess that's what it was, right? We were like, oh, well, Alliance, they've got Roche, they've got Nico Baby in there, he's going to take it. And then Nico Baby's teammates were like, all right, Nico Baby's in Roche, he's going to get that, we'll leave him there. And then next thing they know, hang on, we didn't get the Roshan, we didn't get the Aegis, and now Chicken Fighters, they're the ones pushing it on with Aegis in the hands of Coma. They'll take a tier 2. And yeah, that could hurt for Alliance.
This is a critical error right now for Alliance, because you've allowed Huskar, who had a horrendous start, creeping up the net worth still, about to complete BKB with Aegis intact. Halberd, I mentioned this. The value of items after BKB from Chicken Fighters will be able to mitigate this TA. Be it a plate mail on the Leshrac for the additional armor, the Halberd for the Huskar for evasion, and then the disarm. Yeah. So Alliance, they have to be careful, because this is not a TA game that every item makes TA feel good. She's like, this BKB allows her to survive, but she's now going to have less damage to deal with how Chicken Fighters will soon be itemizing. So they can't make this mistake again. If they do, this TA value will fall potentially a little bit flat. I mean... Ooh, this game got a bit spicy, mate.
I think so. I think the biggest sort of concern, I think, for Alliance is the fact that in these fights, the Supreme just... It doesn't look like he's going to die. With the Shroud, the BKB, the fact he's also got a Pugna backing him up who can offer up a Decrepify, it seems almost impossible for Alliance to jump this Lesh right now.
Yeah, especially if he's hugging this the Nether Ward as well, that damage reduction. Nika Baby having to use his first BKB charge to defensively get out.
I'll take that.
Yeah, Chicken Fighters, they're feeling great now.
Absolutely, with that Roche and Aegis in their hands.
This is a 0-5 Huskar, mate, living the absolute dream. BK complete, 21 minutes. Now top 4 in net worth. What's he doing level-wise? You know, he was bottom at one point. Look at that. Second in level. You go, Huskar. This should be the perfect example of never give up, guys, in your pubs.
I mean, that's very true. I mean, how many pubs would there have been in existence where Huskar's gone 0-5 at the start and given up?
I mean,
quite a lot.
His heat map probably would have been mid lane with an amulet.
Yes,
but
it wouldn't have been pretty. But Coma,
look at
professional,
Coma.
He knows how to turn things around, and he knows that there's going to be a lot of potential for him. Even down the line here, this game, even though he had such a rough start with these core items, he's not easy to deal with.
And look at that. Look at that heat map.
Not as simple, at least.
That's a heat map of a man not giving up, like we just said. So yeah, props to you, Coma. Not giving up in your professional game.
But it's the way he's done it, right? He knows how to get back into the game.
Yeah. He just did a really nice job just dodging some of the fights. Like, he got picked off, sure, but after he died, you know, the 5th time, he's done pretty well, you know, evading the ganks. But it did take him five deaths to learn. But still learn he did. Another smoke up.
Yeah, these moves are scary now for Chicken Fighters. The Alliance have got to be prepared well for these. It's just, Alliance, they've just got to run from this Leshrac. If Supreme starts running them down, the amount of damage that he's pumping out is just a little bit too much for some of these heroes to bear.
Yeah, I just don't see now Alliance needed that. Okay,
he's fine. He's all right. And we'll have that BKB there as we saw being picked up Weeha for the next fight.
Like right now, this is what Alliance wanted to be doing. They wanted to have the Aegis. They wanted to be sweeping the map, utilizing that blink from the DK or the Sand King with a Grim Stun and a Hoodwink Sharpshooter. They wanted to be the ones in control. But that one Aegis, that one slip away, the whole script has changed. And again, I mentioned how TA doesn't feel comfortable. She purchased this BKB and has now just been running kind of, you know, tail between her legs. I'm worried about the damage output for Alliance now, and yeah, Chicken Fighters, they're just feeling good. Glimmer Cape on the Pugna as well, level 12 support. Like, it's hard to kill these heroes. They're deceptively tanky now. And just to give context, if Alliance are to smoke up after Aegis, for sure, if they get the initiation, if they quickly get that stun off, they can blow people up. There isn't an innate save on Chicken Fighters. Sure, there's the life drain, but
It's like, I mean, in after the initial...
It's alright.
Because the thing is, if Alliance commit all their magical damage onto this Lesh, does it kill Supreme? Or does he live with his resistances? Because then if he can live through that burst, he gets decrepit, then there's a high situation where he just doesn't die.
Honestly, I'd lean towards him not dying. He also has the Never Shield as well for the 20% magic resistance.
Yeah, like, the jump will never kill this Lesh, I don't think.
Yeah, they have to be jumping the Husker pre-BKB or the Mars pre-Arena. Because also, the unsung hero of the game, and often for most Mars players, is just this Arena. When you have multiple forms of jump on your enemy, you just place that Arena where they've jumped, and now they're out of position and stuck within an arena of death. But now, Alliance, seeing that the Aegis is out, they themselves want to try and be the aggressors.
The prize is mine.
But now we've hit the stalemate where neither team wants to really barrel into each other for the full 5-on-5. I would lean towards Chicken Fighters wanting to do it more. No, this is quite a pivotal point in the game. Not able to find anything with the Aegis, but now looking for the aggression.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Both teams hugging their vision as well. Not trying to give too much advantage to their opponent.
There it is.
The Harpy o'clock.
Yep, there it is.
Alright, so that vision advantage.
Got his Harpy. Now we'll see how this changes things.
Let him fly.
But this vision, they're going to be able to get the jump. They're going to try and burst Supreme. See if they can do it. He's getting low, but he's able to get the BKB off. Doesn't matter. Nico Baby's able to take him out. That final bit of a physical hit.
He died a lot quicker than expected. He was meant to be the tanky one, Owen.
Yeah. BKB was just unable to come out in time. And 2 kills there. Nico Baby starting to really get ahead of the rest of the players in the game now. Reached up to 16k net worth. TA's getting strong.
Dire's middle tower.
We're seeing sort of a glimpse of the potential now with that vision that they're going to have when they're looking for these sort of fights. It gives Alliance a great opportunity to just get the target priority down to a T.
And another pickoff.
Climb up.
Whoa, very
BKB.
close.
And nothing to get him through the BKB TP, so that will save him.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, I checked the damage for the Leshrac there. It was just Burrow Strike into a perfectly laid Inkswell, and then the Sharpshooter, it was just... It's a lot of damage, and we mentioned this already. When you have heroes that have burst and pickoff, they always scale throughout the game, because BKB counters you for drawn-out fights, but for the moment, for that initiation, if you don't get the BKB, it doesn't really matter. You are going to be dying, so... Yeah, Alliance.
They want this creep.
They're not going to get it.
They want to get the Harpy.
They're not going to get it, Owen.
It's going to live. And off to the side, they've lost Jibbe.
And it's flying again. Oh, they got him.
Oh,
they didn't get him.
they're not got him. Alliance keeping their Harpy alive.
Under attack.
Chicken Fighters desperately trying to scramble to kill it. They couldn't quite get the connection.
I mean, it's sad that I'm going to be analyzing this, but he also stopped the bird from flying to increase the move speed to get it to run away. So, very cool Harpy mechanics there.
In this vision, it sees them set up with the Moonlight, so they know that Chicken Fighters are on the hunt for a play. Oh, we are. He's going to get the jump over to the side. Koma will commit him with the ultimate, but we are pots the BKB. They've lost their Pugna. Supreme is getting surrounded. He'll put the BKB and he'll try and run, or maybe try and get back in on the fight. They want to do something with this one, but Nico Baby's still got his own BKB to pump. As there it is, it's pressed, and Chicken Fighters, they won't be able to jump back in maybe the way that they hoped for, especially with that buyback from 5 up.
But Alliance, they're the ones that can, I think, reset and take fights a little bit quicker here. They still have a lot of damage, and no BKB on Leshrac. Now, both teams, they kind of struggle where if their BKBs are out there, they're a little bit scared.
Yeah. I mean, Chicken Fighters less so. Chicken Fighters, they're smoked up.
But Supreme, like, you're tanky, but you've already shown that you can get 100 to 0'd if you don't press that BKB. the value of TA coming out as well.
Yeah.
At the start of that engagement, there was about three or four traps down in the pit, on the top of the triangle, sorry. They've now got another trap in the pit. Like, it's so hard to wrap around this area. The amount of vision that TA does provide.
Yeah, they got all the vision Alliance between
TA
their abilities.
TA's about to complete a nullifier as well. It's super nice when you play against Pugna, having a hero that can naturally buy nullifier, remove that decrep, keep that aggression going. Don't get kind of jebaited by this little support.
Oh, 5 up.
Oh, he's just very aggressive.
He's going to have some backup. See what they can make happen here. Koma's going to jump towards the back lines, take out Staman and start things off. Symmetrical's kind of trapped up on the high ground. Has got the BKB. He'll pop it, try and walk it off over to the side. Nico Baby committing him with the BKB towards Koma, but the arena's down, and Nico Baby doesn't want to continue to chase him. Staman's committed with the buyback. And there's 5 up. Of course, that was a dieback for him on the Pugna, so he's gone for 60 seconds. He won't be part of this fight. Nevertheless, though, Chicken Fighters look like they still want to try and take it. Here's Supreme. He steps up, but immediately there's the jump from Alliance. Supreme's gone. Koma commits him, will take down Symmetrical, but the physical damage from Nico Baby again, enough to allow him to bring down the Huskar. Chase for possibly more here. The Bushwhack control onto Era will secure another kill here for Alliance.
Oh, he's so low.
There's only Jibe able to survive them. And Alliance, they hit the fight, and of course Roche is up this time round, this Roshan. If Nico Baby wants to walk into the pit and take this, there shouldn't be any interruption.
I mean, there shouldn't be any problems with this one. Like, this should just be a clean Roshan, and Alliance able to find stability once again in the game. And we're seeing, I think, unfortunately for Chicken Fighters in these fights, they had to defensively use Arena to keep the Huskar alive, and also Supreme there, posturing very aggressively.
Yeah, this was a bit of a risk, right, where they chose to go back in here.
A massive risk. He has BKB available, but again, the initiation.
Oh, we didn't
look at that stun into then just LSA another, not LSA, Meld Strike, sorry, into another stun. He's just dead. The fact that Supreme in 2 fights in a row now has been 100-0 pre-BKB, it's not allowing his team to follow up into this fight. But also, I would argue, when you have no Arena, when you have no Huskar BKB, it's probably better to disengage from the area rather than try and take this fight. But that constant pressure of Roshan being taken by Alliance is forcing Chicken Fighters into these fights that they probably don't want to take, but they feel obligated to, because if you give them the Aegis, this lead will just amplify.
Yeah, the game in a rough spot, no doubt. They're here for Chicken Fighters. Falling 12k behind. Nico Baby with the Aegis in his hands, and again, just hitting all the timings here. Top net worth on the TA. Nobody anywhere close to this Templar Assassin.
Coming out, he's just surrounded by items. He just dropped 2 items on the ground. He's dropped 3 items on the ground. I'm talking about Nico Baby, by the way. He's just doing inventory management. He's got way too many items. He has 3 neutral items, plus a disassembled Dragon Lance. He's now sending him back to base.
Sistaman has shown himself in the mid lane. They got the jump on it, but there's We Are with the counterplay. Double Burrow Strike and Epion, well, the 2 of them, but the BKB's around. In fact, We Are, he's going to have to go for the BKB TPI himself, and my goodness, only just makes it.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, a little bit of an attempt there from Alliance to make a move whilst they didn't have the full team around. Stamanen and We Are were the ones looking for action there in the mid. The rest of Alliance not quite ready to join them. And Chicken Fighters shows them that they can't get away with that.
They don't. Do they see each other? Ah, yes. Nico Baby sees Supreme, but Supreme doesn't see Nico Baby.
So what's going to happen? Is Nico Baby going to try and fight him?
I mean, I hope not. It'd be rather ambitious.
Who's got behind him? He's got Aramis ready, and he's
tanking TP bottom. So it's going to be a 2v4, 2v5 potentially.
I mean, Symmetrical's walking over. He's not too far off.
All right, you want the spicy engagement. You want this game to go another 20, 30 minutes.
Well, you think Nico Baby's just going to bail?
Yeah.
Just there's no need to fight here.
Yeah, I think it's just a bit unnecessary. You see the way that Alliance have been playing this game thus far. It's, you know, disciplined-ish. Detective time. Oh no, not this again. All right, let's overanalyze this situation, and at the end of it, Nico Baby will blink. Okay, will he blink in or out, Owen?
Where's he looking at the moment? Look at the TA.
We can't see
no,
what
the
he's
TA.
looking.
What direction is he looking?
Oh, he's looking straight at him. He's locked in the eyes, mate.
No.
Oh, he's turning left. No, he's slightly turning left. Yeah. You can see that the shoulders have got a bit of that arc in it. You see that? Look at that little... Yeah, that's the angle. A little bit of that left lean. That's going to be a side
So
step out.
we're just getting and blinking.
Also, fun fact.
Who's
Nika
gonna
Baby, look, go back to Nika Baby camera real quick.
Yeah.
He's not even at his PC, mate.
Nah,
he's already, that's how committed he is to this fight. He's already left both his hero and the game.
They don't have the. I mean, Supreme was close to being able to have the chase. I think he's what 100 gold off a Blink Dagger. Supreme. Oh, actually, did he just change his build up?
Huh.
He had a Blink Dagger queued up earlier. Supreme. Oh no, he still does.
You know what would be funny?
Blink into the halberd.
Nika Baby comes back. They unpause. He gets back to his PC. He just blinks in, thinking his team's there, but because he's not been at his PC for the last minute, he's like he lost.
I mean, pauses can mess with you.
He lost focus on what's happening.
Can mess with you indeed. Mr. Mannon's gone as well. They've all gone. Oh, here we go. It's going back now.
Oh, there we go.
I love you.
Oh, let's have a look. Should indeed be a quick blink out. And Chicken Fighters, they don't have the tools to chase at this stage.
Hopefully Symmetrical's problems have been fixed now. He did have sound issues. Probably because his teammates went out their PCs. Couldn't hear them. Just want the Costa smile at that one. That's all I care about. I mean, I'm hearing some very backwards pings now. It feels like...
Oh, you think these pings are like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that? Or...
Yeah, it feels like these are the pings that are, let's get back to our vision and then maybe assess the situation.
Well, I think there is a case for that, that Alliance might try and bait something on their half of the map.
Oh, here we go. And blink. Or walk away. Okay, fair enough.
But they could, as you do, maybe set up something here.
Maybe.
In the sort of the event that Chicken Fighters come onto this part of the map.
Yeah, they're kind of doing it. They are posturing here. Again, I don't think Alliance wants to take a fight here. DK form is running out. Sanking.
I mean, Chicken Fighters are going to make a move.
Sanking has TP with boots of travel.
And this was all done completely under the wall, so Alliance know exactly what's coming for them. And that's a bit tough. All Supreme. He is going to go in with the blink, but he's been caught out by the stuns. And Supreme, he's getting healed up. It doesn't matter. He's in, he's dead, and there's going to be more to follow. We are with a two-man Burrow Strike and Epicenter. It's 3 gone, maybe even more. The Bushwhack catching out the 2 of them. 5-ups TP put to a stop by the Dragon Tail stun. Error. He'll TP out, but they've got stuns. Stuns for days here with the Burrow Strikes and the Bushwhacks. It is a team wipe. Triple kill for Nika Baby, and it is another time. We're seeing Supreme getting on the front. The man didn't get his BKB off.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, honestly. If I had to be, it's rough. Leshrac, 3 fights now, 3 pivotal points in the game where he unfortunately, deceptively not as tanky as expected, and it's the BKB that's the thing that's going to be keeping him alive, and he's just getting caught out by these quick Burrow Strikes or a Bushwhack from the tree line. Stuns that you can't really predict. You just have to be innately ready for, and now wipe after wipe.
Big damage is going to be done, and we did see indeed Alliance. They were ready for that move, right? That was sort of played into their hands with the ward setup and with the pinging, and you knew that Alliance was saying, hey, they're going to make a smoke move. Let's hover around this area, see if they come for us, and they do exactly that. Chicken Fighters falling completely into the Alliance's trap.
No, exactly, and for Chicken Fighters, the 2 times that they've made the big 5-man smoke, it's only when Groomstroke's been dead. It's not as if they've been smoking into, we've got the Sanking out of the game, boys, let's go for the fight. They're only able to kill off to position 5. And Alliance, they're thriving in these engagements. They don't really need Grimstroke to convert on these wins, just because of how farmed this TA is. So, yeah, it's an uphill battle for Chicken Fighters. It isn't easy, but unfortunately, for them at least, they've just not found the key kills to give them that potential momentum that they need to chain more kills together. And for Alliance, reset, go back bottom. 55 seconds left on the Aegis.
A swift blink on Nika Baby, nearly 25. See how Chicken Fighters can do on the base defense.
Harpy getting in position once again. They see the entire base.
Well, Supreme, living on the edge there. They cannot allow Supreme to be jumped. They need this Lesh alive so they can have some sort of damage pumping out throughout the duration of the team fight. Supreme gets taken out, they don't stand much chance at all. All 5 up.
He's
Very, very dead there. Nico,
Three
baby.
hits.
In with the nullify. Does get pushed back into the spear.
Supreme again?
Supreme, he got jumped again. He didn't get his BKB off again.
No,
And now he's dead. No buyback. I think Alliance, unless something crazy happens here, they may be able to just clean this one up now. As Coma
how do you stop him?
taken down by Nico, baby. They turn over towards Shibei. There's no buybacks. No buybacks available here for Chicken Fighters. Alliance, at the least, they'll take another set of racks down bottom.
They're just going to go for the end. There's nothing that can stop them, honestly. There's Huskar buyback, Pogner buyback, but what are you going to do? 3v5?
I don't think you're going to do much at all against this.
It's going to click their way out of the game. And again, to be clear, Alliance, if this is the win, it locks them into Division 1.
Yeah, and it's good wins to do it on. It's very good wins to do it on. A buyback will come out, but Alliance, they're taking down the Ancients, securing the game, securing the series, and securing their ticket to the upper division next tour. And these two games, T, as I said, I think this has got to feel like a great way to end this tour for Alliance, right? 2 wins,